And we're back. And we're back. I'm clapping because I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm gonna stop clapping because I'm back, because I gotta start clicking. Clicking. Can't think of anything to rhyme with clicking. Let's talk to the girls. You know, sweet. Oh, look at that. Window licker. Oh my god, there's a window licker. Watch. Oh, hey.
What's that joke?
Oh, look at that girl walking by there. She's so fine.
Okay,
oh,
fine.
Baby, how old are you? Well, I want to see if that guy comes back, the window licker. He's walked past. Here he is, watch. Licks the window. Window licker. Man. Big fat man.
Are you Mr. Glees, the owner?
Good God,
I remember
no.
what we do
Then
here.
I guess that must be him over there, right?
Your powers of deductive reasoning astound me.
Have you heard of Professor Oubier?
Yes, of course.
I was at his house earlier.
If you're going to drop names, you could at least name one worth dropping.
I thought Oubier was a well-respected man.
Why, his last book was nothing but pseudo-intellectual claptrap. The
Claptrap.
vented ramblings of a drug-dependent has-been.
Oh.
Would you give me your opinion on this pot, sir?
Let's watch his face.
Yes, very rapouche.
Rapouche?
Hideous.
What the hell
What
do you
a
think you're
prick.
doing? You smashed my pot.
Certainly, it was not only worthless, it was ugly and offensive.
To you, maybe.
Believe me, I was doing you a favor.
I'm gonna fuck you up.
What's that you're drinking?
I'm not sure, but I have a suspicion it might be urine. Glees can't expect a favorable criticism of his gallery when he serves this muck.
I wasn't going to waste any more breath talking to that pompous blimp. Maybe I could turn the situation to my advantage, and at the same time, get my revenge.
Ah, you will. Don't worry about it. Speak to Glees first.
I'd like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
Certainly, sir. I'd be most happy to oblige.
You're English?
These days one prefers to think of oneself as European.
Sure. Whatever you say.
And how precisely may one assist you, sir?
See how this PC shit started years ago, man? Look at this dickhead. I want to
What
be
I really
European,
wanted to
not
ask you
English.
about was a black stone.
A black stone?
Yeah, it's a Mayan artifact, about as big as my hand.
No, sir. One doesn't get much call for black stones. If it's Mayan artifacts you're interested in, I have some rather exquisite pots.
And so did I, until that slob smashed it. Have you heard of Professor Oubier?
Of course. His name is synonymous with Mayan art. A number of these artifacts were supplied by Oubier himself.
Do you believe the story that Oubier murdered his wife?
If it was true, who can blame him? He was an opportunist tramp. Well, that's what I heard.
Have you seen any of Oubier's wife's films?
Only one. Believe me, I was appalled, shocked, disgusted, and repulsed.
Well, you sure got your money's worth. Last time I went to the movies, I wasn't even titillated.
I bet her movies had tits in.
I suppose you have an import license for these relics?
Of course. But that's not my problem, sir. The professor arranges all the shipping. We simply collect the items from the docks.
Could you tell me which docks Professor Oubier uses to import the artifacts?
Good God, no. I can't possibly reveal my commercial secrets.
Do you get many Central American Indians in here?
No, sir. This is Paris. Central America is several thousand kilometers southwest of here. Straight across the Atlantic Ocean and turn left. You can't miss it.
Well, as it happens, I saw some Central American Indians this very morning.
Tourists, sir. Paris is full of them at this time of year.
I found this news story referring to a total eclipse of the sun.
Really, sir? Well, fascinating.
There is a gentleman over there who seems to be enjoying your wine.
I can't think why. It was very cheap.
I'm gonna have to check this, like, because these headphones seem to be really playing up. The sound's breaking and everything.
I have no possible use.
Right, so now this is what we do. Get the absinthe.
I splashed a little absinthe into the glass and hoped he wouldn't notice the change of color.
Did you put something in my drink?
Yeah, I did. What do you think?
Well, it's certainly an improvement over Gleese's wine. In fact, I could grow to like it.
Grab some fucking more then, you fat pompous prick.
Allow me.
Speaking of drink, I need one. Believe me, that's what absinthe does to you. I know. And here we go, go, go. Woo, 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 woo.
There was nothing in the case but styrofoam packing, but pasted on the side was the remains of a label. Underneath the logo of a flying bird were the words Condor Transglobal Mars. The rest of the label was missing. It was beginning to make sense. Oubier had organized Nico's abduction. Oubier withdrew money from Marseille. Oubier was connected with Transglobal, who shipped their goods from a warehouse in Marseille. That's how the torn Transglobal label had once read. Marseille, not Mars. It wasn't much of a lead, but it was all I had. I set off immediately to catch the evening train.
A few hours later. Some fun bits here.
It was almost dawn when I arrived in Marseille. I traced Condor Transglobal to a desolate dockside.
19% complete, apparently. I love this guy.
What's the big idea?
I don't know. The dog went berserk for no apparent reason.
He's trained to do that. The idea is to deter any would-be intruder.
Oh, I get it. Okay, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Just remember, he's a trained attack dog. A killer.
Breaking steel padlocks with my bare hands was... I decided I would not be able to pick a 5-barrel hardened steel heavy-duty padlock with a dart.
Hi, good morning.
Do you know what time it is?
No, I don't wear a watch. My dad actually say
Well, you're too early.
What time is it anyhow?
The big hand's on the floor. Why aren't you in bed?
I can explain everything.
Never mind, I ain't that interested.
Fair play.
What time do you open the gates?
7.
Do you mind if I hang out here till the docks open?
Please yourself, but you'll have a long wait. It's Sunday, and tomorrow is the start of a national holiday. Everything is closed for a month.
Well, wouldn't you just know it? Does that dog belong to you?
Nah, he comes with the job. I just feed him every now and then.
More then than now, I'd say. What's the dog's name?
20.
It's unusual for a dog.
It's his registration number. Security dog number 20.
Does number 20 have rabies?
Nah, just a bad attitude. Like I said, he's a trained attack dog. They took him when he was a puppy and messed with his head to make him the way he is.
Ever heard of Condor Transglobal?
Sure, they have a warehouse here.
Well, could I take a look?
Not until after the holidays. Come back in a month.
I have to make a delivery to Condor Transglobal.
Where's the rig?
About half a mile down the road.
And you walked here? Jeez, are you some kind of nut?
Nah, it was easy. I just put one foot in front of the other. Are you gonna let me make my delivery?
Not without the paperwork. You get the papers, you make your delivery, and I get a fat backhander.
I was getting nowhere with the story about being a trucker. Do you know what kind of business Condor's involved in?
I'm paid to guard the gate. Their business is none of mine.
I'm looking for a young woman.
At the docks? What kind of woman do you have in mind?
You don't understand. It's my girlfriend I'm trying to find.
Well, I ain't seen her. And you should tell her the docks ain't no place for a young lady. They're dirty and they're dangerous.
I'm certain my girlfriend was brought here when she was abducted.
What? Your girl was kidnapped?
Yeah. Struck down by an Indian with a poisoned dart.
A poison dart, huh?
I could tell he didn't believe me. This is the dart that the Indian shot at my girlfriend.
Sheesh, that's pretty weird, but I don't see why you'd expect to find her here.
Have you ever heard of Professor Oubier?
Me? None of my friends are professors or anything like that.
What's cooking?
Beans. You know a man can live on nothing but beans.
Not this one. Don't you ever get tired of eating beans?
Sure I do. What do you take me for?
And what's the alternative?
Peas. I can't eat them too often, though. They play hell with my digestion.
Have you ever considered changing your diet?
What's wrong with beans and beer?
You need me to tell you? You're pumping out enough methane here to fill a dirigible. I have these very exotic panties.
Take them away, you pervert!
His face. Hey, you pervert.
Take a look at this letter.
That's sick. Did you write it?
Oh, no. No, it's a letter from my girlfriend's admirer.
If I was you, I'd smack him in the mouth.
Well, that's not my style, but thanks for the advice. I gotta go now, but I'll be back.
Can't wait.
I like that guy. Fuck off them. Thank the book.
The stick had a hook on one end. I figured it was a boat hook. For hooking boats.
Can never hook too many boats. Well, you want to hook a bottle.
I just knew that boat hook would be useful for something. As for the bottle, even if I couldn't find a use for it, I cleaned up the dock a little.
I hope this bit still happens.
reached the packet.
His keys.
I couldn't...
Excuse me? Huh? Who's there?
Ah! It still happens. You're sure to see me do it again? Fart. I love farts. Fart jobs are the best.
Hello? Hello?
I'm gonna make that guy shit himself. Nah, but seriously. Yeah, well, we'll do what we've got to do now. Woof woof to you too. Get the knickers out, get the knickers out.
The chimney was a metal pipe with a conical hat on top to stop the rain getting in.
I thought it took the top off.
The chimney was a metal pipe which disappeared into the wall. On top of the pipe rested a comb.
There we go. Oh, shut the fuck up.
The chimney was a metal pipe on top of... Ouch!
Oh, there we go. We've got to do that first, like a fucking idiot.
The panties would not have been thick enough to shield this level of heat.
What if we get them wet first?
The bottle was half filled with water. Maybe
There
it
we
would
go.
cool the cone down enough to touch it. Now I could see into the pipe which formed the chimney.
Right there in the end.
The bottle had blocked the chimney, and the hut was filling up with smoke.
That was a big fart, that one was, man. I fucking shit that bed. My bed has been shitting. Box.
The box contained nothing but blank forms. Baked beans in ketchup. Someone had once told me a piece of coal brought you luck.
What about 2 pieces?
Who was I to argue with irrational superstition? 1 piece of dirty coal is quite enough. The packet was full of dog biscuits. That mug was a health risk. I decided to leave it where it was. Hey, 20. Come and get it, boy. I felt a slight twinge of conscience as I prepared to give the dog a dunking. It soon passed. As I'd expected, the dog could swim like a... well, like a dog.
Yay, we didn't kill the dog. How good of us. Oh, he's fucked off though. Fuck knows where he's going. He's had enough. I haven't actually saved the game at all. Like a ninja. Right. So for now, we have our notes. We will skip. Back. We'll save the game. And I will see you on the flip-flop.